Well, in the garage with me today, I got Benny LeCompte from MMLJ. Benny, how you doing, man?
Nice meeting you, Dennis.
Now, MMLJ is like, you guys been in media blasting since almost the beginning, like back to the 40s, eh?
Absolutely, yes, we have been. But we're an evolving company. We do a lot of research and development.
Well, and you guys really, after media blasting, sandblasting and the like, one of the problems was generated heat. You get warped panels if you're doing car restoration and things like that. So the next stage of the evolution was soda blasting. You guys kind of created that, didn't you?
That's right. We brought it to the market because there was a big need with major paint recall. Manufacturers were inundated with tons and tons of cars to do and no good way to do it. Hand sanding, chemical stripping.
You don't want to do that.
No,
so you guys created soda blasting, and one of the great things about soda blasting was it didn't generate the heat.
Didn't generate heat or warp metal, and obviously that's what everybody was looking for.
Well, and it is great. I mean, it's a great method, but there are issues with it too.
There are, primarily with paint companies. You know, we're an evolving industry, and paint companies had to evolve too. EPA was pressuring with VOCs and other things, but the paints became more sophisticated. Sort of like cars go 100,000 miles, paint jobs last 100,000 miles.
Well, a lot of that's because of the acid primers.
That's right. They give you good, tight bonding on the paint, and this is a problem with soda blast.
So you got an acid primer, you got soda, which is a base, you get an acid-base reaction, and things don't stick.
They don't stick, and as a result of that, there's no paint manufacturer that will warrant a known soda blasted car.
So you had to come up with something else. And
Absolutely.
is that what I'm looking at here?
Yep, that's it. It's recycled bottle glass, and I'll bet you a few of your viewers have contributed to that product.
Like beer bottles, wine bottles?
Beer bottles,
well,
wine
I'm
bottles.
sure they have.
Exactly.
So this is like sand, but it's not. It's softer than sand.
It's softer than sand, but in our process, the way that we put this together, most people, when they think of sandblasting, if I took dry sand,
yeah,
and I blew on it, it would go everywhere.
Right.
But when we put it in the machine, we put it in with water. We put the rust inhibitor in there, and of course the recycled bottle glass. Now we have a tight, compacted material, and when we throw it, it'd hit you with a thump, but it wouldn't go anywhere.
So that's, so let's talk about the unit. This is your Dustless Blaster out here. I unpacked this baby. That thing is heavy. That is one industrial strength piece of equipment.
Well, they're U.S. made, and they're Texas tough.
Oh. So it is, everything you see there, the container itself, almost these fire hose size hoses. But if I'm going to load that thing up, I'm going to open it up first. I'm going to dump in the water, like you said.
Yep.
That's followed by kind of a magic elixir. What is that?
Well, actually, the Hold Tight 102 eliminates chlorides. So what we're doing in our blasting process is not only are we blasting the metal to a white metal finish, and by the way, getting rid of the rust at the same time, which soda would never do, but we're also cleaning the metal. So it's paint ready. So
after that, then I come in with my recycled glass here, and then I see you hook that thing up to a pretty heavy duty compressor too. You must need a lot of airflow? Well,
not necessarily, but in the case of wanting to do a truck in under 2 hours, like yours, for instance, that's exactly what we'd do.
So you can really do a vehicle in a couple hours?
A couple of hours, yeah. We would just run an air compressor for $100, get the job done. Now, for your regular brackets or anything else like that, it'll run just fine off a 7.5 horsepower compressor.
And off you go. Well, and made here in the USA.
Made here in the USA, absolutely.
And Texas tough. Well, hey, if you want to learn anything more about this great Dustless Blaster system from MMLJ, log on to myclassiccar.com. Now, I do have that truck out there.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, man, so am I. I'm so ready.
Awesome.
AutoGeek.net. We are car care.